Hi. I've not really done a video before and I'm super nervous, so I'm probably going to mix all my words up and stutter an awful lot. But since I've been part of certain groups on Facebook, there's always been the debate on whether to bloom Eazycolours or not to bloom them. So I thought what I'd do is I'd just show you my method of using Eazycolours without blooming. I'll show you in a bit a couple of examples of bath bombs that I've got, ones that I bloomed around 6 months or so ago and from the same period when I stopped blooming, and I'll let you see the difference. For now though, I'll just show you how I do my mix. So I use the micro scoops. I've got 0.05 scoops and I'm just going to add 2 of those, and this will make just under a kilogram mix. So there's my 2 scoops of Eazycolours. All I do is I give it one really good spray with water. That's it. That's all I use. Then I add my oils straight away. So I've got 35ml of oil here. That's a mixture of rice bran oil, my fragrance oil, polysorbate. Okay, so I'm chucking that in. And then normally, and you watch it prove me wrong today, but normally I can mix this to a really vibrant colour quicker than my mixer can. It doesn't take too long to get it streak free. And I have used a mixer, but I found by the time I'd set it up, got everything in it, I could actually mix it to a really vibrant streak free finish by hand much quicker than my mixer could. I'll just blend that in a bit now. So I'm making blueberry duck ponds today. I make quite a few. I'm making every day because mainly I wholesale. So I did need to find the quickest way of doing it, and I know it's personal preference, but to me blooming was just an added extra that I really didn't need or have time for. So there we are, we're about streak free, and I think that was in under a minute. Really vibrant, deep blue there, faster than my mixer could do it. And the other thing I find with a mixer is even when it's done, you've then still got to go and get all the bits from round the side, do a bit of hand mixing, put it back in. So really I couldn't be bothered. I needed to find a quicker way. So there we are. So that's all my fragrance oils and everything in there. Then I add the rest of my dry ingredients, whether that be clay, corn flour, SLSA, what have you. That's in. Give that a quick mix through, and any streaks that could possibly be left will be out now. Now I can leave this now as long as I wanted really. It's not going to go off. So if you are using a mixer, you can just walk away at this point and just leave it going as long as you want. It's only really when you add the citric that you need to speed things up a bit. But there we are, that's all my other bits mixed in. Streak free, really vibrant. There. So I'm just going to leave that now for a minute, and I'll show you the bloomed bombs and the not bloomed bombs. So when I started using Eazycolours, I listened to all sorts of people, and the consensus of opinion was that you bloom. So that's what I did, and that's my hot pink. I'll undo it. If I can. Fumble fingers here. Right. So that was my hot pink. I don't know if you can see, that was meant to be amethyst. Now this one I made in September, and it's faded a bit, and it's gone spotty. But I suppose this was in my early days, so perhaps, you know, give me the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe I didn't just quite mix that one very well. But that was bloomed. Here, this is one I made a month later when I decided not to bloom. And that I did using this method. And I've got very little in the way of spots. That's not amethyst this time. That is amethyst with an extra little bit of blue added because I wanted a deeper purple. But that hasn't faded. Now these have been kept in exactly the same place, in this, you know, in the same way, same cellophane wrap. Absolutely nothing different in this apart from bloomed, not bloomed. And the usage rates, you know, I got this packet, I've got a new one because I keep expecting to run out sometime soon because I do make quite a few bombs, but I got this one, this was one of my very first packets, and I only using 0.1, so that's 0.05 scoops per, it works out at 900 grams does this mix, and I'm only using 2 of those in this. Granted, I'm using a bit extra in my embeds. I double up the colour for my embeds, the ratio, but if you think there's, you know, 5 ml to a teaspoon and I'm using 0.1 ml to get this, you know, that's hardly anything. So it lasts ages and ages and ages. And I just find it's a really, really, really reliable colour. I love it. So pretty much all I need to do now is add my citric and mould. I appreciate for those of you in countries where you have problems with humidity that you might not want to use, you know, any more water than just the one spritz, but water really is your god here. I've tried witch hazel and rubbing alcohol and I just don't get the same effect, and I think actually that one, I told a lie before, that one was when I was using witch hazel. This one is when I'm using water. But that's just one spritz to get that, and then if you need to add a bit more moisture and you want to then switch to witch hazel or alcohol, that works just as well. I still use water because I don't have any problems here in the UK with humidity. But yeah, you know, I find that the quickest and simplest way of doing it. Everybody's going to have their own opinions, but for me this works really, really well, and I get really consistently bright, vibrant, easy colours every single time.